of your professional work, I know a lot of us need to go to conferences to get our CEUs and keep our skills up. And so tell me about a conference that you recently attended, and I was lucky enough to attend this one as well, so I know how fantastic it was. And what was an aha moment you had that continues to impact your thinking and your work around the diversity of gender and sexuality?
You know, I was thrilled to hear before that conference that you were going to attend, and that is the Gender Spectrum Conference. I had been on the fence about it because I already had my continuing education units for my license and knew that I would just be going to this conference for my own benefit, and decided that it was something that I needed to do. So I was thrilled to hear that you were going as well. It kind of sealed the deal for me. And I hopped on the plane and went to Moraga, California. And it was the best conference I've ever been to, first of all. And I was just thrilled. I heard more than once at the Gender Spectrum Conference, this is not a transgender conference. It made me realize how limiting the term transgender really is. You know, we talked about that alphabet soup and challenges with the alphabet soup, and I think that that's one of them. You know, people hear the T in LGBT and have a certain idea about what transgender is. And then when I went to Gender Spectrum and I learned about all this huge, vast pool of gender expression, one of the examples they used is that gender is a color wheel, and that there are a myriad colors, and we're all colors on this huge color wheel of gender. And I thought that that was really beautiful. And I also started reading the text, Trans Bodies, Trans Selves, which you can pick up just about anywhere. It's a new text. It was along the same vein of Our Bodies, Ourselves, that was very empowering for women. And I think that people wanted to do the same thing for trans folks. And that book talks a lot about the different ways that people might choose to explore gender and the ways that people understand their gender. And it was just a real aha moment for me.
Awesome. Yeah, it was a really, really well done conference, the Gender Spectrum Conference, and I know they're getting ready to do one on the East Coast, for those of you on the East Coast, in November. So you can check out their website at genderspectrum.org. Highly recommended by both of us, for sure.
Yeah, and it gets you really connected. You know, I am going to have a consultation with Dr. Shane Hill in LA to learn how to utilize the most recent and most thorough trans assessment that I think is really out there, and that's a good impact on my practice. Now I'll be able to utilize a really thorough, really well-researched trans assessment for all of my clients who are gender creative, gender expansive, and want to really explore that journey and go deeper with themselves.